For our second geometry video, we're only going to fill in a couple of things. So volume, remember, is the amount of space an object occupies. So don't worry about this part right here or right here. The main ideas I need you to remember is that a prism volume involves this formula. Volume is the big base, which means the area of the base, times by the height. So for a triangular prism, we know that the base is a triangle. You can see that here. So we know that we would need to do base times height divided by 2 for just the triangle, and then times it by the height of the prism, which is this part right there. For a rectangular prism, most of us know that one pretty well from 6th grade. So remember, that's just your length times width times height. So in this box, we would say length, width, and height. For a pyramid, remember, we did something special. We still did base times height, but we needed to divide by 3 or times by 1/3. Remember, I showed you a video where it showed pouring 3 pyramids into a prism. So for this one, we see the base looks like a rectangle or a square. So we'll just say that we would do length times width for that base times the height of the pyramid, whatever that might be. But then we'd have to divide the answer by 3 to get its volume. The base of this one is a triangle, which means it's going to be even more tricky because you'll have to find the area of the base, which, since it's a triangle, we'd have to do base times height divided by 2. Still times by the height of the pyramid, and then, since it is a pyramid, we'll have to divide that by 3. So that's a bit complicated. All right, let's go on to surface area, which surface area, remember, is covering. It's like the outsides of the faces of an object. So you're looking for keywords in a word problem like wrapping a present or painting a room, things like that. So we can see that we have 2 boxes down here. I'm just going to focus on these 2 because these are the ones that we typically see for 7th grade. So I see a triangular prism, which remember has 2 triangles. So that would be base times height divided by 2. And then I see 3 rectangles, which these all look like they're the same size, but that's not always the case. So I would do length times width. If they are all the same size, I can just add that 3 times. But remember, we're going to need to add all the areas together to get the total surface area. This box down here at the bottom looks like it might have 3 different sizes of faces. Remember, I had a box at the front of the room where it had 2 reds. So 2 red faces, so length times width doubled. 2 blues, length times width times 2. And then it also has 2 yellows as well, length times width times 2. And then we would need to, again, add those areas together. All right, that's all we're going to fill in for this part, so go ahead and start your practice.